From broke to boss, I flipped the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation made me live the dream.
The Great Divide. Owner-operator versus company driver.
Man, this is pretty much a great divide. I agree. So let's jump right in. Why do some drivers just never cross over?
I think that just lack of balls.
Yeah. And the PG is a fear of all this shit that can go wrong with that, because what is out there, social media, most people are posting up their failures and how it happened, rather than putting up how they became successful.
Yes, because most people that are successful as being owner-operators, we're not on social media posting how successful we are. Anybody that I've seen bragging about their success on social media are actually, for the most part, a failing owner-operator who is bragging about not his situation, but how in the perfect world he sees his situation should be.
Right, yeah. That's
like 100% of the time, because anytime I went after anybody like that, we just got fucking MIA.
So here we go, man. So another topic of it is, let's focus, like the fear of the risk versus taste of freedom.
Yes.
And what is actually freedom, though? Because that could be misunderstood.
Yes, that shit is probably real, because a lot of drivers, before we become owner-operators, we think being an owner-operator is freedom, is unlimited home time, it's I go wherever I want, and it's just total lack of understanding that the economy is still real, the markets are still real. We do apply, and no, by going from pick your place to Miami and back all the time is gonna get you broke sooner than you know about it.
Yeah, but now let's unpack what is actually freedom, because there is a sense of freedom of that you can do something about your situation and improve it, but you have to decide.
I think what was freedom for me when I became an owner-operator. I did not become an owner-operator for unlimited time off. I did not become an owner-operator so I can go to Miami every week. I became an owner-operator because if I'm a driver, I'm limited to some like fixed cents per mile or percentage of the revenue and so on. When I became an owner-operator, I unlocked the potential.
Yes.
Because now I can choose what I'm willing to do and what I'm going to get for it. So, for example, if I'm willing to work just a little bit, but the money is not enough, I know that I can make a choice today and tomorrow go to a different place, work 5 times harder, and make a lot more money. That's just my choice.
Yes, and as opposed to, now that is what gets misunderstood, where you still have to put in the work. The freedom isn't just because you bought one truck, one load a week, pays all the bills, and you're going to Disney by the end of the week. It's still, that business ownership comes with a lot more responsibility. So I think people misunderstand freedom.
Yes. Also, like working on the truck, I see a lot of first-time owner-operators abusing that freedom. We just we barely going out on the road. It's always a fight because, I didn't buy a truck to work. Okay, why did you buy a truck for?
To work last Mike.
to fucking park it on your driveway and, enjoy the view? Fuck that shit. I mean, you could have that in some, statue or something, with tits. At least, something more enjoyable than a motherfucking truck.
Here we go, guys.
But on a serious note, how many owner-operators that buy a first truck? We neglect the maintenance.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I can't even tell you, when I was an owner-operator, and I never bought a disposable truck. I always bought a very used but very, very solid truck that had a lot of meat on that bone still. And still, at least one weekend a month, that's the best case scenario,
right,
was spent in the truck repair shop.
Right.
not necessarily just repair things, just to take that truck to the mechanic, have him to take a good look all over it, but that also, that came at the cost of my time, and at a little bit of money, but I never had to solve those nasty problems on the road.
Yeah, because that leads into, I don't say you're going to buy your way out of this problem completely, because it's a truck. They're going to break down. But for those guys who are not mechanically inclined and don't really know about the bolts and all of that and how it works, you should definitely not be buying that moneymaker project truck. You spend a little more to get a good solid truck, like you said, because it will help you out in the long run.
Holy crap, is this real? $4,000 a week in this market, guys? This is not a joke. We got plenty of owner-operators in this market taking home $4,000 a week every single week. So if you're interested in something like this, we're located right here in Mulberry, Florida, just a few miles south of Lakeland. Give us a call, 863-342-5171, because $4,000 take home after all the expenses, that's nothing to laugh at. Yes, and also another, bullshit gossip going on in the trucking community. Buy this old long nose Speed or long nose Kenworth, and somehow it's going to be super easy and cheap to maintain and repair. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, that's the biggest bullshit you ever heard. The parts are going to be more expensive than Volvo or Freightliner. It may be even more complicated. It's not going to be cheap. Your fuel economy is going to be shit. And, man, I don't know. You can make a fun out of me, like that joke that, how do you know, Eastern European driver, he sits like a cactus in the window because he drives Volvo. But man, driving in a tank with freaking windows like this, I get the classiness of that. I get the cool of that. I even get it's a eye candy too. But me in that truck. Oh man, if I want to drive a tank, I'll get a fucking tank. Fuck that.
Not just that, man. The cost to drive that bad boy, that MPG, man. That's
that's a big deal breaker for me, because at the end of the day, diesel is probably the highest expense in your owner operator business. Also, again, people, I've seen a lot of people that fell out of owner operator seat. Mm-hmm. Because the truck had a little breakdown, potentially nothing even major. Instead of regularly doing maintenance, having their own mechanic to kind of constantly take a look at the truck and who can advise them on that truck, who can tell them what to expect. We wait until something actually happens, ignore all the signs.
So shit worsens.
And then we run straight into TA. Even though there is a Moms and Pops, very solid, good name shop 2 miles down the road. But we're never going to see it. We're never going to look for it. We just see TA and we're going to drive right in. And then, oh man, it's going to be $10,000 to repair it. My personal experience, done a few of those drive-bys in the TA. Man, anytime TA gave me a quote for $10,000, I got it fixed for hundreds.
Man, but people are falling for it.
Yeah,
people fall. Lack of watching videos like this, man.
Yeah, let me know if I'm wrong. My personal opinion, the TA's master mechanic has the same qualifications as a French fries guy in a local McDonald's.
Let us know. Put it in the comments, guys.
Put it in the comments below. That's my opinion. Allegedly, I'm not saying it's a fact, but based on my experience, I can pretty strongly, say that.
Right. So here we go, guys. Next one we're talking about is the lease purchase trap disguised as an owner operator life. And this one's pretty interesting because I actually got a call after our 9 a.m. show. If you guys haven't seen it, please, sign up for that. We do that Monday to Friday. But an individual is buying a truck, so that's pretty cool. Was offered at his current carrier a lease to purchase program Guess how much a month?
I don't know.
$5,800. That's almost like $1,500 a week, man.
Yeah, fuck that shit. You do that, you toast. I can tell you right now. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. I don't care what's your work ethic. I don't care how good of a truck you're getting. You fucking toast.
Yeah, even if that bad boy is brand new, that shit does not matter.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it. That pretty much, for you to succeed, you're gonna have to stay in that truck for the length of the lease, and when the lease is over, what's left of that truck, realistically,
and what type of balloon payment, if any?
And you're not gonna make, except for a few months here and there, you're barely gonna make your driver's salary with a much more responsibility on your back.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's a bad lease. If you see one of those, run. Don't even walk away. Fucking run. Just drop everything and fucking.
So, but before we do run away from this topic, I want to talk about, like, let's say somebody got looped into that and they saw the shiny object and they got lured into it, right? Sometimes good. What keeps people trapped? Like, what part of that is like, fuck, man, why can't they just walk away?
Well, I have one personal non-trucking related example that I'm probably not going to share here online, but I think the idea behind it is kind of the same. You get that truck, right? Let's say a lot of times it's zero down, but all of a sudden you feel that's my truck.
Right.
You make a couple of payments. You make a little repair here and there, which is about 1% of that truck's value. But you already feel a certain way that you have a lot to lose.
A certain ownership as well.
Yes. And now you're just being dragged into this fake sense of ownership of something that you do not own, and you have very, very little chance, because that would require a lot of luck to follow through. If that's the type of truck that you are signing on for, I say the sooner you cut those ties, the better you're going to do. Like in my personal life, I don't want to bring my own fucking garbage out. But I've been in a situation to where I felt that I'm on the hook on something that has value. And I worked very, very hard on it.
Right.
I was very emotionally invested.
Yeah.
And it was very, very hard to walk away. But I think one of the best decisions of my life
was to let it go.
Was to let it go, to call it for what it is, and carry on. So it's no longer working like an anchor to you. All of a sudden, you're free to do whatever you want to do. And now you can chase your dreams. You can chase your goals. You can actually achieve something.
You'll actually you will actually feel relieved.
Yes, instead of dragging that anchor behind you that doesn't really realistically has no value to you. Like emotionally, yes. Financially, maybe a little bit right now, but the cost of dragging that anchor
it gets worse.
Is gonna get a hell of a lot more than the cost of that anchor.
There we go. Owner-operator partnership is very real. I got tons of guys who are making $4,000 take-home. Learn how you can do that by giving me a call at 863-342-5171. We are conveniently located in Lakeland, Florida. We are a Florida-based trucking company that is here to provide you resources to be successful. So once again, it's 863-342-5171. All right, guys. So let's move on to what real owner-operators are actually facing and what's out there. So they're going to be facing exactly historically what happens all the time. Rates are volatile. No one controls the market. They're going to be facing fuel prices. They're going to be facing insurances and all that. So all of that has been done before. It's really about the approach and do you have the proper mindset, like Mike was talking about, that ownership of now that you have a truck, decent payment, reasonable actually. Keeping your business afloat by remaining available. And then that is what actually the day-to-day decisions that have to be made on a daily, because everything else is trucking. All right. So where we go with money myths versus net pay. So gross versus net pay.
I think a lot of those decisions are being. I see owner operators making those decisions in a very, very emotional way, and a lot of times the math does not match their their expectation of it.
No, I just see. So, for example, when somebody is comparing these things, like it becomes complicated. I agree. It's just like you're comparing apples to oranges. For example, you're asking what's the average net pay. Well, you have no idea what the other person's cost of their business is. So, how are you calculating?
Yeah, that's one of the ugliest questions I see, because what's the average per mile? Okay, well, let me tell you, everything. The amount of miles per month has a lot to do with what's the average per mile. Mm-hmm. Your fuel economy has a lot to do with how much per mile. Mm-hmm. Your truck payment has a lot to do with how much per mile. Your maintenance cost has a lot to do with how much per mile. The area's operation has a lot to do with how much per mile. And now, if you're just giving me a blank question, so what's the average per mile? Fucking $1 million.
So you're always gonna have that. I think it's educating first on what's in your house, meaning what is your cost, right?
Yeah. Because look, I've seen a lot of carriers beating around the bush and bullshitting people. I think if you're really serious about finding out how much per mile, and it's only gonna be good for that day and time when you get that answer, because next week that number is different.
Yeah.
And the person that gave you that answer is not lying. It's just a fucking market.
It's a moving target. Yeah.
Absolutely. And but the best way to gauge it would be show up 3180 Mulford Road, Mulberry, Florida, right here near Lakeland. Give us a call, 863-342-5171. But don't be like, what's an average? Be like, hey, when can I stop by so we can talk about the money?
Yeah.
Come on over. You tell us your business plan. We're gonna pick a couple of owner operators that kind of in the same ballpark, and we can present you the numbers. No bullshit, no sugarcoating, and you're gonna see, okay, so, well, that's kind of low. Okay, this is what this guy could have done differently to make that number bigger. Are you willing to do that?
Here we go.
If you're willing to do that, no problem, you can be this guy. What about this guy? Oh man, the money is good, but he went to fucking where? Rancho Cucamonga, California?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's money.
And the reason we show multiple is because if 1 week you can get it a certain way, you can't just say, hey, okay, just this all the time. You got to be adaptable, just like Mike was saying. This is what you can do different. This is what he had to do the previous week and the previous week to that, because what we're illustrating is the consistency of what he can be grossing. What changes is areas where he may have had to gone and so forth. So he remains adaptable to be consistent.
Yeah, but by the way, guys, a quick correction. We do not go to California. I just pulled to Rancho Cucamonga, California, because I remember a joke when one of the first loads with a reefer was going from Chicago to Rancho Cucamonga. And I'm like, this can't be in the US. It must be in some fucking uninhabited island. Fucking Rancho Cucamonga. Does that sound American?
No, it's Mexico.
I don't even think it sounds Mexican. I think it sounds like fucking Pacific Islander or some shit.
well, here we go. Your Spanish. Rancho is the ranch.
I get it, but Cucamonga?
Oh, yeah.
Cucamonga, that's like chunga changa. Fuck. Who fucking made that fucking name?
Oh, man.
The fucking great nation of Cucamongan?
So again, all that to say that freedom is not actually free. Responsibilities come and take a big part of that freedom.
Yeah, whatever he said. I'm still here in Rancho Cucamonga mode.
All right, so no, yeah, and what comes with that? It's kind of reiterating everything that we just said, man. The responsibility of keeping your business alive, keeping it afloat, being adaptable, and just focusing on what you can control. And you're going to quickly find that you can't control rates, you can't control fucking weather, you can't control a lot of the things that will affect your business, and that's pretty much at the end of the day.
Yeah, focus on what you can control. You can control your schedule, your work ethic, your fuel economy to a degree. Sometimes, in the worst case scenarios, sometimes you may need to even change a truck.
Yeah.
Because there are some trucks that it don't matter fucking what you do.
Yeah, and then talking about, yeah, exactly, because if it's a money pit, it comes down to what you were saying earlier. The quicker you decide that you're going to be realistic and understand the position that you're in, and you got to make a change, the quicker you're out of that hole, and the quicker you can start rebuilding and rebounding from whatever financial position you're in and shit. So
yeah, just my, again, personal experience, dark days in trucking. I thought it's already over, the world is ending, everything is dark and fucking dirty. I changed a few things, and literally, and it wasn't like fucking 2020 market. It was like shitty, like 2008 market.
But you saw great impact.
And man, 3 months later, my life was upside down in a good way. I took my family to a vacation.
Where'd you go? Rancho Cucamonga?
Oh, close. Puerto Vallarta.
There we go.
And everything just changed. And it's never been the same afterwards.
Yeah.
It just changing a mindset. Controlling what you can control, being diligent at that, and not allowing the negative shit, especially that you get from all those shit talkers, to occupy your brain.
Yeah,
because these people, we don't even fucking know any better. We're just inviting you to their misery.
Yeah, and so when you're talking about change, just be careful. There's a thin line between those guys that change carriers like freaking shoes, man, and it just becomes like this job hopping thing, thinking that change is actually going to change something when it's not.
And again, if you are one of these guys like about to jump into the third carrier, bro, ask yourself a question. There is no fucking way that every carrier is bad.
No.
Fine. Do that last jump. I hope that last jump is going to Voyager, right? But then start changing yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest piece separating you from success. Do what you can do.
Yeah, there you go. All right, man. So jump into the next one here. Voyager split model and no BS numbers. So I think we've been very clear with that. When you come visit us, we're giving you the real deal. All of our guys get the original rate confirmation. There's nothing to hide. The market.
The short answer is extreme transparency. No hidden fees, no bullshit, no surprises. As long as you're paying attention, obviously, because like if I told you that if you do this is what's gonna happen, and you thought I'm joking, I'm not. If you do this is exactly what's gonna happen. But besides that, we are very proud of probably the shortest, most transparent contract in this fucking industry.
So here we go, guys. Come take advantage of it.
Yes, and any part talking about money, fees, this, that. By the way, if you do your part, if you stick to the rules, there is no fees, realistically, and at least there is no unexpected hidden fees, nickeling and diming, none of that. There is a reason, why that happens. But that's a topic for another video. I don't want to, start another fucking 30 minutes of mumbling here. but there is a very, very good positive reasons why we decided to do everything very simple and very transparent.
All right. So what we got next? Company, I guess, is this the great topic? Company drivers crying owner-operators are greedy?
I don't know about that. I never heard company driver crying that owner-operator are greedy. I say, but there is a never-ending war between company drivers and owner-operators. And let me just give you a little bit of reality check. Fact number one, any driver, how we say there is no, any soldier who does not dream to be a general is a shitty soldier?
Yeah.
Same thing. Any driver is fucking dreaming to become an owner-operator.
Yeah.
The only people talking shit about owner-operator business are I don't want to sound like ignorant, but the fucking losers who failed in most cases for their own reasons, and now we dragging you into their misery. We cannot see you succeed because that would just prove that we are full of shit.
That's just that's the mirror.
Yes.
The mirror effect, man.
So those are going to be the loudest voices online telling you, don't become an owner-operator. Owner-operator business is dead. I had my owner-operator business and it went to shit because Biden, Trump, economy, fuel, brokers, Mike, Christian, fucking Super Trucker podcast. You fucking name it. Believe it. We had people like that who said that's because of us.
Yeah, for sure. And not just that, man. Like, just think of it like just because I failed, everyone else will fail. There's no way to the top.
Yes.
But there are people who succeed.
So these are either trolls or people that already failed or about to fail, who are not willing to change anything about what we do. How many times I've seen the owner-operator that can still be saved. I try to approach them. I try to coach them how to get out of that situation, how to improve their situation. And all I get is just, fuck you, you don't know, you don't walk in my shoes, you don't know my situation. If the rates was fine, I would be fine. And then that's it. Like it's
over.
There is nothing to talk about.
Here we go. What else we got here, man?
I don't know.
All right. So why owner-operator lifestyle wins long-term? I think it's because everything we talked about. You have this amazing opportunity. You're placed where, man, you want to make more revenue. Boom, just make a quick decision, and it's at your fingertips. And I think that versatility to have that. Just think about the problems you can solve, man. Like your maintenance fucking fund goes a little bit down because it got depleted because you made a major repair. You just got to hit the road, replenish it, and go back to your ways. Sometimes you might have a project at home that you need a little bit of cash. Just pack the bag, hit the road, go to, tell your dispatcher, and you have this ability to do so. So, I mean, just think about having that tool long term. I just think that's such a valuable asset for somebody, as opposed to a company driver who you're at their mercy, or anybody working inside an office. They don't have that luxury.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me as an owner-operator, you can flip your life around easy right now in any market. It may not be as easy in a shitty market as it is in a really good market, but you can make a change right now that's gonna have a major impact on your next full billing cycle.
Yeah, and to your point, even in the shitty market, whatever, you still have that choice. Yeah, because regardless.
Look, right now, as long as you have normal truck and your fuel economy is normal, and you never seen a check more than $1,500 because the market is shit, it's Biden, Trump economy, you fucking name it. You come here, you do everything that I tell you to do. You're gonna come out clearing fucking $3,000. But you don't say nothing. You just do what you're told to do.
And here you go. Let's go. Who wants to participate? Hey, give us a call. 863-342-5171.
All right, guys, be safe out there. Go make that money. And if you're not making the money, give us a call. You know where to find us. We're in beautiful Mulberry, Florida, future trucking capital of the world.
Here we go, guys. See you soon.
Take care.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.